Alright, hey guys, thanks for tuning into my first YouTube video. This channel is going to be all about market analysis. We're going to be taking a look at different asset classes such as the crypto markets, stock markets, forex markets, commodities, etc. Today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin, and I'm going to lay out my price predictions. We're going to have a look at the bullish argument that the bear market is complete. And we'll also be taking a look at the bearish argument that we have some room to go to the downside. But just before we start this video, I will preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and this video and channel are both purely for education and entertainment purposes only. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into the charts. So here we have the BLX ticker for Bitcoin on a monthly chart, and I've labeled out these vertical lines which represent the BTC halving dates. Now the first halving date occurred in November of 2012, the second halving date was in July of 2016, and the third halving date is projected to occur in May of 2020. Now an interesting correlation of these halving dates is that the bull market is well and truly underway by the time these halving dates have occurred. As we can see, from 2011 to the tops, we had a $30 BTC and then a 90% correction and crash down to about $2. And from this crash, we had a 525% gain to the BTC halving date, which was in November of 2012. Now, if we look at this bull market from 2011 to the tops in 2013, and the subsequent bear market, we had a 280% gain from these lows to the second BTC halving date, and this took 547 days. The first one took 366 days. Now, the bullish argument here is that BTC has found its lows and the bear market is complete. Now, if this is the case, if the low is actually in, and we estimate that we could get a 200 to 300% gain to 11 to 12k BTC by the next halving date, which is May 2020. Now, I'm taking this 200 to 300% figure from the prior data, where we had a 280% gain from the capitulation candle and the lows of the bear market to the next halving date. So it's just an approximate estimation, but it's an interesting set of data to look at, the correlation that these halving dates have with the price and market cycles of BTC. So in addition to this bullish argument, we're holding the 50-month moving average. We're also holding the 200-week moving average, which is in a similar sort of area underneath the price action and supporting it. Now, these are two very strong levels of support. As we can see in the previous bear market, we had this big capitulation candle, a quick bounce up, and we accumulated sideways in this Wyckoff accumulation zone. And we accumulated along this 50-month moving average. So if the low is truly in, you could argue that this 50-month moving average needs to hold. And I would suggest that the 50-month and 200-week definitely do need to hold if we are to assume that the bear market is complete. If we do crack these averages, then I would expect a move to the downside to around 2.4k. And the reason I've chosen 2.4k is because it is the 0.883 fib level. And if we look at the most recent bear market, we can see that BTC crashed to this 0.883 fib level, found support on this level and the bodies of this previous high. And that was the signal. This capitulation candle, along with massive selling pressure, fear in the market sentiment, and negativity in the media, these were the signals that the bear market is complete. Now, the reason that I'm not entirely convinced that the current bear market is complete is because we haven't seen those factors. We haven't seen a massive capitulation in price that's caused widespread fear and market sentiment, massive selling pressure, and a lot of negativity in the media. So for that reason alone, I would still suggest that we have one more leg to the downside, to around 2.4k. But I am open to the possibility that the lows are in. If we do hold the 50-month moving average and the 200-week moving average, then I would be more confident that these lows are in. And if we break above these recent highs of around 4.2k with volume, then I would be convinced as well. So again, with trading, you have to be reactive. You have to take the information that's presented to you and make the best possible decision at a particular point in time with that data. So at the moment, we're just trending sideways in this narrow range, and BTC is still deciding what it wants to do. So we have to be patient here. So I'm leaning about 60% bearish, 40% bullish at the moment for the longer term. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out. Just to conclude this video, so if we from the bullish argument, if we suggest that the lows are in, we could see a 200 to 300% gain by May of 2020, which coincides with these halving dates. And if we see another leg down, then 2.4k could be a realistic target. And just one thing before I finish up the video, here is the RSI. And again, this contributes to the bullish argument that the lows are in. As we can see in 2014-15, we hit our low, we accumulated sideways, and the RSI found support at this level. And with the current price action, we are finding support at the same level as we found in the prior bear market. So there are a lot of signals suggesting that the lows could be in, but we need more price action to determine that. Alright, so that's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe, drop a comment, hit the like button, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.